Sony is essentially trying to brutally murder the iPhone camera. And honestly, Cupertino should be terrified right now. For 7 years, the RX100 Mark VII has just sat there on shelves, totally unchanged since 2019, while smartphones absolutely cannibalize the entire pocket camera category. But the new leaks for the Sony RX100 Mark VIII prove that Sony is finally striking back against the sheer dominance of the Apple ecosystem. We are seeing supply chain chatter that is absolutely insane, pointing to a release that does not just refresh a dead product line, but completely redefines what a pocket camera can do against modern computational photography. If you look at the trajectory of mobile imaging, the gap in still photos has practically vanished. Creators who prioritize video have shifted their entire workflows toward faster, smarter autofocus and extreme, low light reliability that usually requires bulky gear. But now, certification entries and massive supply chain whispers suggest Sony is preparing an absolute monster. We're talking about a true 1-inch stack sensor paired with a next-generation Bionz XR image processor that utilizes advanced packaging techniques similar to what we see in TSMC 3nm yields. On paper, that sounds like a standard evolution, but in real-world shooting, it fundamentally alters how this camera behaves. Wait, are you still shooting your professional B-roll on a phone? I am genuinely curious because these new sensor specs might make you reconsider your daily driver. A stacked sensor design naturally translates to blazing fast readout speeds, drastically reducing rolling shutter while boosting burst capabilities and autofocus responsiveness. For solo creators running fast-moving, single-person setups, that means you stop missing unpredictable moments. We are talking about predictive AI subject recognition tracking that could put even the latest iPhone Pro models to shame. Let's talk about exactly how that sensor pushes data. We are expecting a wildly accelerated pipeline that basically mitigates the rolling shutter effect completely. You know that gross, jello-like wobble you get when panning quickly on an older CMOS sensor? That is entirely eliminated here. Low-light performance is the other major talking point repeatedly mentioned in the industry chatter right now. We are expecting up to 2 full stops of better performance compared to older generations. If that actually holds true, this camera completely transforms. It stops being just a daylight travel toy and morphs into a legitimate indoor, nighttime storytelling device. That is exactly the kind of environment where compact cameras have historically drowned when put up against larger sensors and heavy smartphone software processing. Let us bring in the heavy hitters for a second because the supply chain rumors are heavily overlapping with Apple's own roadmap. Ming-Chi recently highlighted how Sony is restricting some of its most advanced sensor allocation, completely keeping this new 1-inch stack design away from smartphone manufacturers so they can reserve it for their own flagship compacts. Meanwhile, Mark Gurman has noted that Apple is feeling the heat regarding physical optics, knowing that purely relying on software generation is hitting a massive ceiling. When you pair Qua's hardware reports with Gurman's insights, it makes it obvious that Sony is going aggressively after the high-end creator market that usually just defaults to paying the Apple tag for the newest Pro Max iPhone. Even Shrimp Apple Pro chimed in on the chassis designs, hinting that Sony is heavily refining the thermal dissipation. We all know how badly thermal throttling can entirely ruin an outdoor 4K shoot, something iPhone users complain about every single summer. Honestly, I'm tired of my phone dimming to 0% brightness after 5 minutes of filming. Sony is seemingly dodging those exact thermal throttling issues by designing a dedicated internal heatsink for the Mark VIII, which might even allow for uncropped 4K at 120 frames per second, or maybe some insane 10-bit internal recording. And if we look at display technologies, Ross Young has been tracking small OLED panel shipments that align perfectly with a highly upgraded, ultra-bright monitor on the back of a compact Sony body. International reports are heavily backing this up too. The ELEC published data on new high-efficiency battery cells being manufactured for Compaq T Electronics, specifically pointing to Sony's digital imaging division as the primary buyer. That fixes one of the biggest complaints of the old Mark VII battery life. DG Times also reported on a massive surge in Sony ordering upgraded USB-C controllers. USB-C is widely expected not just as a luxury feature, but as a mandatory correction to outdated connectivity. Mac recently corroborated these exact port configuration changes, confirming that Sony is completely standardizing the charging and data transfer methods, so it fits directly into a seamless integration with modern tablets and laptops. You can finally just plug a single cable in and dump footage straight to your Mac without annoying dongles. Nikkei Asia even mentioned that Sony's production lines are gearing up for a major late 2026 digital imaging launch, which perfectly aligns with the RX100 Mark VIII window. The Mark VII already introduced strong tracking behavior borrowed directly from Sony's Alpha system. But the leaks show the Mark VIII leaning heavily toward AI-driven predictive subject recognition. Creators absolutely rely on sticky eye and body tracking. When you're vlogging and spinning around, you cannot afford the focus to suddenly hunt for the background. Do you value pure image quality over workflow speed, or is fast autofocus the absolute deciding factor for you? Let me know down in the comments, because honestly, I think Sony is betting the entire farm on pure speed. There's also intense speculation about built-in neutral density filtering. If they actually manage to engineer a mechanical ND filter into a lens barrel that still maintains a 24 to 200 millimeters eye zoom range, I will be completely mind-blown. The current Mark VII already offers blackout-free 20 frames per second tracking, making it a wildly capable pocket device. But the RX100 Mark VIII rumor cycle is no longer just about reading off a spec sheet. It is about the absolute survival of a hardware category. If Sony fully leans into speed, intelligence, and workflow efficiency, they could entirely revive the compact segment and pull thousands of creators out of the mobile-only mindset. If they get lazy and just slap a new port on the old body, the Mark VII will remain the peak of the mountain, and Apple will completely win the casual market forever. But based on the M5 leak performance metrics from Cupertino, Sony knows they have to deliver a flawless, high-end optical alternative. Honestly, I will believe some of the crazier features when I actually see them, but the supply chain does not lie. The king of compacts is finally waking up, and your smartphone is